I broke my back.
What do you mean by that?
My back is broken.
What do you mean, calm it down? It's a fight. Referees telling two fighters who want to fight to calm it down. He should calm down.
I saw he's like a clown in his show, man. He's not your guy.
Because Tyson Fury's back, and all you motherfuckers are under attack. Look, Eddie Hearn can say all what he likes. Who gives a shit what Eddie Hearn says? It's garbage.
Are you off your tits? Have you been smoking something?
Can you let me retire and be happy? Please, just please.
Bombs away from the Bronx Bomber!
Wanda! Let's go, baby! Let's go! I'm through. They put somebody else up and give me an interview. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You never give me a fair shake. HBO needs to fire you. You don't know shit about boxing. You ain't shit. You're not shit. I wish I was 50 years younger and I'd kick your ass.
I got dropped, man.
Are you kidding?
No, you won the fight.
OMG, I am so excited.
Any of you radio personalities think you want smoke? Call me Mr. Chimney. I want smoke.
Yes. What is up? What is up, Patreon family? I hope everyone's having a fantastic day out there on a beautiful Saturday. Fights in the evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are in the world. Obviously, this is Mixed Combat Radio. I'm Matt, the Hipster Hunter. Smash like button, share the show, subscribe. Obviously, it's James DeGale versus Chris Eubank live fight chat and immediate reaction. Call in 323-870-4051. Press 1 to get in the queue. If you are international, call in via Skype. Add Mixed Combat Radio on Skype. Obviously, I'm joined by the illustrious Mr. Robbie Hearns himself, second cousin, twice removed of Sir Eddie himself. And Rob, how are you doing today? And obviously, it's good to be back on YouTube since we were off YouTube for about 3 hours or so, and now we're back on. Shout out to YouTube being as difficult as possible to work with, and shout out to Clip Corporation or something for filing the claim and making it a big issue today. But we're back. Don't worry, we're here. Rob, how you doing?
It's all right. I spoke to the guy, explained that how can you stop us live streaming when we weren't even live streaming. But I guess Uncle Al has got everybody looking out for any illegal streams on this. So beware, people. You might suddenly lose your your feed, whatever you're watching this on. But I finally paid for it. I wanted to do the show, so yeah. I'm doing good. We're back live streaming, and we've got Chris Eubank Jr. in the ring, DeGale in the ring, getting ready to be, introduced. I think Chris Eubank's just been introduced. Obviously, I don't have any volume on because I'm petrified of any.
Deeply petrified now. Yep. So no audio will be played of post-fight interviews, stuff that we do sometimes, but won't do it this show because obviously Uncle Al is making sure all you people in the UK buy this.
Yeah, just no slight movements, no sudden movements, no craziness. Let's just keep the stream running. But yeah,
no sudden movements.
Yeah, in the chat, let's have it in the chat. Who you got and how? All right, so put it in the chat. Who's your pick and how's it going to happen?
Rob,
I'm with a DeGale points victory.
I feel like that is the safe bet. I'm going to Eubanks or Eubank. I always call him Eubanks. That's just what is it about us Yanks and adding this unnecessary S's at the end of names?
Apparently, it's Hearns, Eubanks, and Madison Square Gardens.
No, I have not heard that. That has that actually been said?
I've heard it a lot.
Maybe we just add S's on stuff. I don't know. Anyways, digressing. I'm picking Eubank by decision, a slight decision. I think it's gonna be a competitive, fun fight, and also one that is gonna determine a lot. Like if Eubank can't get past a faded version of James DeGale, we know something. If James DeGale looks absolutely poor, we know why. But first round is about to start, ladies and gentlemen, so smash like button, share the show, subscribe, call in, all that fun stuff. And join us for James DeGale versus Chris Eubank live fight chat, round 1, starting now. I'm curious as to if Eubank tries to be the aggressor. He is naturally the smaller guy with the smaller reach. So if I'm, coaching him, if I'm training him, if I'm in his corner, I'm telling him, get on the inside, start landing those powerful hooks, because you have to make James DeGale uncomfortable. You can't allow James DeGale to box on the outside and be in control.
Quick little opinion poll between us. DeGale or Groves, who is the better like classic boxer out of the two?
Probably Groves.
Whoa, I wasn't expecting you to say that.
Yeah. Classic boxer. I mean, that caveat I think throws it makes it hard. I don't think James DeGale is classic. I think he is, with how wide he is in his stance and in his guard. Like that's not classical boxing in a sense.
All I was going to say was George Groves made Eubank miss with a whole heap of massive wide hooks, and I think especially early on, DeGale can do that as well. And I'm thinking DeGale might be good to start with, and it's a question of if he fades and Eubank can come on strong in the second half of the fight.
Good left hand there by James DeGale. I think I understand your point, but we also have to remember like that was a Renaissance George Groves, right? That was a rebirth George Groves. This James DeGale may not be that, and that's the good thing about this fight is we determined that I think through this matchup is how shot quote is James DeGale. I mean that Caleb Truax loss still looms, I think, large over what he is right now. And plus, I think he has almost had like that Robert Easter effect, where now that he has that loss after his sort of title run, we now, not we, me and you, but just overall, generally speaking, people now go back and question his wins over Andre Durrell, Joaquin Medina, the draw obviously against Badou Jack. Like people have now sort of questioned his title reign more so. And again, curious to see how he deals with that with a Eubank who is also, I think, dealing with overhyped issues, dealing with too many losses at the top, dealing with a lack of innovation, lack of progression with the skill set. Just a really interesting matchup for those perspectives.
DeGale's got a cut.
Not surprising. That guy cuts up so easy nowadays. But it could have been a headbutt, though, honestly.
The heads have been coming together a bit, yeah. I think at the moment, DeGale's looking slightly, well, maybe not the sharper, but he's coming out strong. He's made Eubank miss.
He's landed good counters here and there.
Yeah, he landed a sweet left hand so far. It's probably the highlight of the round so far. But yeah, it's obviously, as usual, kind of a feel-out round. Another big, wide hook from Eubank that didn't find the target.
No setup with the hook. Also, DeGale has, I think, found his range rather quickly, while Eubank obviously does not have the range down. He obviously is coming up way too short with these shots. And DeGale's able to come in and out rather at will right now in that first round. First round over. Clear 10-9 round, I would say, for DeGale. Not a dominant 10-9, but a clear 10-9 round for DeGale.
He had the better of the stuff. Yeah, it looks a nasty little cut, that, to be honest.
I wonder how that's going to affect him going on. Just not necessarily that cut, but his ability to get cut up and bruised up. Going forward, sometimes when you just get to that stage in your career where it's so easy to get cut up, that does affect your fights.
Yeah, and I think it's possibly maybe in an okay-ish spot because it seems to be sort of on the side of the eyebrow rather than like right above. But I don't know. We'll see. Oh, actually, yeah, I've seen it again. That is quite nasty, but. Yeah, into the second round. They're about to come out for that. So, yeah, I've got it 10-9 DeGale at the moment, 1-0.
Round 2 started 2 minutes and 52 seconds if you guys want to sync up with us. I'm very curious as to how Eubank can switch up his combinations because he is rather... headbutt. Head clash, I should say, more so. Accidental one. Looked like it dropped James DeGale right there.
Just carry on then.
Yeah, that's concerning. Plus with southpaw versus orthodox, I mean it's just gonna happen. Plus DeGale is such a wide fighter, like he's such a free form fighter that when he darts in and out, he runs. Left hook from Eubank hurts DeGale.
Grab hold. He's gonna grab hold here. Damn.
DeGale is severely hurt. Right hand drops James DeGale. Knocked down in the second round. 2 minutes left in the round. Plenty of time for Eubank, I think, to capitalize and swarm a still hurt James DeGale. Yeah, he is still breathing heavy. He's still trying to get his wits about him. Switching stances, I think, trying to figure out.
Dear God.
Eubank swinging wide shots here, trying to land.
DeGale needs to get through this round for sure and not get any more.
Right hand partially blocked by DeGale.
Back to the boxing and behind the jab. Damn.
Oh, another right hand landed. Counter right hand as DeGale jumped inside. Eubank landed and landed several right hands on the clinch. A little dirty, but I like the veteran moves and tactics from the fighter that technically probably isn't the veteran of the matchup.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think DeGale's probably, easily got the experience, but it's just what's left in the tank, what's left in the heart. How much he really wants it. And say what you want about Eubank, he's
Oh, God, Eubank's swinging wide hooks, heavy hooks, most of them missing, but
for the fences. This is what he was doing against Groves, but nothing landed. DeGale leading with the head a little bit there.
Man, there's just like no fundamental setups with any of what Eubank is throwing, man. Like 0 feints, 0 jabs, 0 shots to the body to set up shots up top. Like Eubank is such a raw, natural talent, man, and it's sad that he is still so raw. I wonder if that's just him. Like he's never gonna fine tune his art.
He freely admits he doesn't listen to coaches. He doesn't, his corner or anything. So why would he improve, really? You can't just figure it out yourself.
10 seconds left in the round. Looks like DeGale's going to get out of here as he's been able to tie up, get out of range, and really evade a lot of the offense and wild offense from Eubank. I wonder if Eubank was a little more technical, could he have got DeGale out of here in this round?
Yeah, I mean, to a degree, I was surprised that after the knockdown that Eubank just didn't go charging and straight in. We see it quite often when a fighter knows he's had a guy down, he's straight back into that headbutt was almost on the temple. I can understand why DeGale kind of had a dip of the legs there for a second.
Yeah, that was a heavy headbutt.
Damn.
And plus, I mean, when James DeGale jumps in to a combination, he's jumping. Like he is going with explosive force towards his opponent. And if you get caught with a punch when you do that, physics isn't on your side. And when you get caught with the head, on the actual headbutt, physics isn't on your side. For every force, there's an opposite and equal force. So, goddamn, Eubank, man, you have to sort of step on the gas pedal here. You cannot allow DeGale to get his head back and clear, and also get back boxing you, because I think you could lose rounds, you could lose a points decision. Like, understand the moment you have here. Oh, God, no. So that right hand from Eubank, what was that? Right, Rob? What was that?
I know. I don't know.
He is so frustrating.
It's all good.
Oh, right hand land from Eubank.
It's all good looking great in the gym on those, those bags that are, drilled to the wall and throwing millions of punches. But then you, like I said in the show the other day, that's like, the soccer player keeping the football up, doing all the tricks, but you don't actually do it in a game.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same. He does all this fancy shit in training, but when it comes to an actual fight, he just throws wild hooks.
And another thing for DeGale that's an issue is that when he jumps in and out, he is straight in and out. There's no side angle he's taking. He's not dipping his head off the center line when he does that. He's committing clear fundamental technical flaws and like mortal sins when he's jumping inside for that combo. Because he is sort of a dart in and out fighter, speaking of DeGale, and he's just committing errors when he does it. He did a good job right there, through the left hand, dipped off the center line, got the outside foot placement, set up the angle. I like that. He needs to do more of that, Like he's the smarter boxer. He should act like it.
DeGale was just like pouring that jab and just holding that hand out there, and then he's looking to follow it up straight down the pipe. But Eubank seems to be wise to it at the moment and getting the head movement, and it's DeGale's missing with that left hand, but he seems to be looking to come real straight with his shots at the moment. But Eubank seems to be wise to it on a defensive front.
Tony Bellew on his feet yelling at James DeGale.
Yeah, they're big friends, big friends.
Tony Bellew's friends with everyone. That's not. I don't mean that as like a diss. Like, he's just one of those guys that seems like he's friends with everyone. Especially since he's retired now. Like, he can be. He doesn't need to be enemies with people.
No, but
40 seconds left.
Sedikali, sorry if I got that wrong, but who's winning? We had DeGale winning the first round, obviously.
Then
got a knockdown in the second round.
So Chris Eubank is winning right now. I would say he's
Yeah.
winning this round as well. I think he's landing the better shots.
Yeah, I'm just.
They're uglier shots, but he's landing the better work on the inside.
Yeah, DeGale's not quite got anything properly going just yet.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he seemed to in the first round, but obviously the headbutts and the knockdowns kind of got him off his rhythm again a little bit now. But it's dead scrappy and a lot of leading with the heads. And I mean, these guys don't like each other, right? So in these clinches, any kind of dirty tactics is going to come into play. They really don't like each other. An actual fight with real beef. But yeah, I'll probably give that one to Eubank. So what have we got it?
10-9, 10-8 for round 2 and 3. For obviously Eubank 10-9 round in the first one. For James DeGale, I forget what that comes out to. But basically 2 rounds to 1 for Chris Eubank, and one of those rounds is a 10-8.
Yeah.
Ooh, that right hand.
29-27. Thank you, Santi.
Quick maths over there.
Yeah, I forgot what that means. Whatever you just said, it's just maths. Addition.
It's funny. We have Paulie yelling, literally yelling at James DeGale in his corner, and Chris Eubank Sr. on the outside looking like he's politely talking. He's like, "What are you doing? Like, why are you doing this?" You know, like soft spoken. Chris Eubank Sr.
Yeah. Santi, MCR's Harold Lederman here to help.
Thank you, Santiago. We're counting on you.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, scoring and commentating a fight is actually really hard. Like to do both of them at the same time and to keep track of it without a pen and paper, difficult.
Yeah. I like that you called this commentating.
That's what it is. I mean, it's obviously not a Kellerman, Al Bernstein level production, but good enough for us.
Good enough.
I would say we're better and more entertaining than some of the other YouTubers out there that imitate what I've started.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Who else was doing live fight chats before I thought of that idea?
I mean, who's even doing one now other than that?
Probably channels that don't matter. But digressing, 2 minutes left in the 4th round. Eubank is slowing down a little bit. Oh, good left hand there from James DeGale. And James DeGale's feet are back, in my sense. The feeling I have.
Solid, yeah.
Yeah, he's not as shaky on the legs. He's not as shaky on his entries. But Eubank is getting the better of the exchanges once the fight is close. Like, Eubank's unloading with that right hand. Like, he's just thinking, okay, every time we get close, I'm just going to uncork that right hand as many times as possible to score. I wonder how the judges are going to. Sorry, I wonder how the judges are going to view that, because most judges don't count clinch fighting, clinch boxing. I think they're probably going to rate the long range, flashy shots of DeGale in this round thus far. But it's close. Like, it's competitive. Like, Eubank is making him pay every time DeGale is not able to get out of those explosive entries.
Yeah, just BK in the chat said that, did you see the assault in the corner? He squirted him with water.
It's like a gremlin, man. You can't do that. You can't feed them past midnight, just little things you can't do. Prospect, you're right. You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. Rob is awesome too. Even though he didn't come up with the idea of live fight chats, it's okay.
Doing this show was my idea today.
That is true. This specific show, yes. Yes.
This one. I was buying it.
I was about to just leave for the whole weekend. I was like, nope, you two fucked up. I'm pissed off. I'm gone.
I won't say why. Another reason that you're annoyed today.
I mean, you can in between rounds. I don't mind. You want those shots at me, Mr. Baldy? I mean, you can go right for it.
No. It's fine. Maybe that's a Patreon show.
Oh, that's definitely boxing banter tomorrow.
No, not a whole show. But
no, but we're definitely talking about that in boxing banter tomorrow on Patreon.com.
Trying to offload on DeGale. Good job by DeGale, I think there.
By the way, Rob was cutting off my plug. Patreon.com/Mixed Radio. Boxing banter championship. Hold on, championship rounds. UK Hour. By the way, we did release the first episode of UK Hour, or I should say, the rebooted episode of UK Hour today. If you want to go check out more content after this show, go do that. And plus, obviously, our new show, Trending Now, which debuted yesterday, which I thought was a lot of fun. Even though we were having some tech issues, I think it was a fun time.
It was fun. I mean, I don't want to tell people that I fell asleep through it, but...
Well, to be fair, it was like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. your time.
No, you went live at midnight, but yeah, I was tired.
Yeah, but you probably were around maybe for 30 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
So, again, it was 1 a.m.
And then shout out to that. Woke up, was like, damn, where's my phone? It was in my hand when I fell asleep. Then I got to work and I had like 6% battery.
That's great.
I was trying to charge my phone. But yeah, we're out for round 5.
Oh, that's right. We have a fight that we have to talk about.
Yeah. DeGale had a spot of bother at the end of that round again, Matt. I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah, I saw that. But I would still... That was a tough round to score just because of that end flurry. But I would probably still give that round to DeGale.
Santi Lederman looks like he gave it to Eubank.
I'm not upset with that. I'm not upset with that at all.
No, not after Santi's call last time. Damn, he was a little angry.
Ooh, right hand almost lands on the inside. Oh, 10-10 round from Al Bernstein. Wow. Interesting. Popping those out. Good left hand there from James DeGale.
Al's so funky. Yeah, what's he doing?
Trying to go for the double leg takedown. I like it.
Yeah, he's going to make him submit via nipple cripple.
This fight is, I'm not going to say an ugly fight.
It's not.
But it's not like the momentum is not continuous. If that makes sense. It's a very stutter step sort of fight.
Very sporadic.
Yes.
Did you like that word?
I did. That was a good word.
Thanks, man. I've been working on it.
Good little SAT word. I like it.
A what? SAT.
SAT. That's like the test you need to take to go to college.
Oh, okay.
So it's it's a big test where like it's like a 4-hour test. I hated it.
I nearly said what's college, but I didn't go to gardening college either.
I know they made those. That's cool.
I'm sure there is.
Or there's I bet there's like some degree you can get, like herbology, something like that.
Do you mean horticulture?
Yeah, same shit. I might have said like a name from like Harry Potter like class.
Herbology.
That's definitely like a Harry Potter class.
I'm sure you've got a degree in herbology.
Ooh, spicy.
Are you off your tits? Have you been smoking something?
Yes, he has.
Spammers in the chat. Come on. No one wants to see your Russian links. No one's going to click on them either.
Someone might have wanted that.
Someone might have wanted 40 seconds left in the 5th round. I'll admit, I haven't been watching this round as much as I should have. I apologize, listeners.
Well, that's a bold statement. This is sloppier than the Joyce fight.
Damn, that is a bold statement. I don't know if I agree with that one. I'll be honest, but this isn't the greatest fight. It's not bad. Like I want to stress that this isn't a bad fight. It's just a weird fight. Whenever you have a lot of head clashes and a lot of clinching.
Well, this is, like you say, southpaw against,
Yeah, and like sometimes a southpaw and orthodox fighter can equal like a really fun matchup. Like it produces a lot of fun entertainment throughout the action, throughout the course of the fight. But sometimes it's not. Sometimes they equal really awkward matchups, and this is borderline awkward. Still relatively fun. I would say. I would say Eubank is still winning this fight, though it is close. And DeGale he doesn't have, in my opinion, enough pop, or he's not putting enough combinations together to keep Eubank off of him and to keep sort of momentum on his side within these rounds. And again, every time he does get close, he allows himself to get tied up and eats 6 shots in a row every time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to head over to our official scorer, Santi. How have you got it? You haven't updated us on that final, that last round there that we just saw.
Yeah, come on, Santi. What are you doing here? Dropping the ball.
49-46 Eubank made that last round a 10-10. Oh, Santi, look. About Bernstein with a 10-10.
Hey, I know 10-10s get a lot of laughs, but like 10-10s do exist. They're just rare.
Not tonight.
Can't do it tonight. How dare you?
Edelman with the hot take.
The funny part is, like, Bernstein, like, never does 10-10 rounds. I think he has in the past, like, a couple times, but, like, he never does. Harold Letterman literally never does. I don't think Harold Letterman's ever scored a 10-10 round in his life. And then you have Carl Froch, who scores, like, an entire fight, 10-10. Really, Rob? That gonna bait you into it? A debate there? No?
Responding.
Oh, fine, whatever. 2 minutes left in the 6th round. Rob doesn't want to make jokes about Carl Froch. I get it.
My bad.
Eddie might, take out all of our funding.
Oh, yeah, our funding.
Ooh, good right hand on the inside there by Eubank. Neither guy really, I think, like, making a case in any of these rounds, really. Like, making a clear case, I should say. Like, all these rounds have been very close and competitive. The only one that wasn't was that second round, because Eubank landed that knockdown so quick, and he just clearly won the rest of that round.
It's just the way DeGale, like, when he's getting a shot and he's on the back foot, moving and his arms are going in every direction. He looks like, I don't know, machine gun fire. So it makes it just looks worse than it probably is.
Yeah, and you think he was the better pure boxer than George Groves?
No, just all right.
Come on, that was funny.
Yeah, no, it was. But like Big Nick in the chat, Eubank has no idea how to set up punches.
Yeah, I mean, we can. The sad part is, like, I can keep saying that over and over again in this fight. Like, oh, look, there's Eubank not setting up a shot, missing on a hook. But at what point does, like, it just get boring to keep saying that? Like it. And also, like, how much more time do we give Eubank to actually, like, improve? Or is he just this? Like, is this his ceiling? Has he hit it?
Yeah. Every time he stepped up to so-called elite level, he's come up short, right?
Yeah, he looks subpar.
Saunders, Groves.
Like, think about this. Think about the Caleb Truax's first fight with James DeGale compared to this one. It may not have been as fun as this fight, I'll be honest, but it was a more clear fight. Like, it was clear Truax was winning the entire fight. Caleb Truax was more dominant in a win over James DeGale than what Chris Eubank is looking like on his way to a close, controversial decision win.
Yeah. Sorry, there's a bit of...
Yeah.
No, sorry, just trying to watch a fight as well, Matt, and you're talking.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
I know that helps with a podcast, but...
Yeah, talking does help with potting.
Yeah.
Hashtag potting.
Oh, potential lunatic. Eddie was with Maurizio Suleiman this week. Luke Campbell getting that WBC shot?
Probably. I think I'm almost positive that we're going to get a Teofimo Lopez Luke Campbell fight. It just makes complete sense. And plus, I mean, I really like that matchup too. Like, how often do we get a matchup that I think everyone would agree is the right matchup to make and is a fun matchup, is an elite matchup, and has a lot of stakes in the division? Like,
yeah,
those are rare nowadays. I like those.
Mr. Old School, the answer is no.
Oh, yeah, no. God, no.
God, no.
Fuck no, man. What? Crazy?
He nearly got the Gordon Ramsay then.
No, because, I mean, most people... I mean, we still get a lot of people that come in and, like, have no idea we're doing this, so I don't hate on them. Like, it's hard to find shows on YouTube unless, like, you're subscribed to them.
The prospect, seen more class in the KSI Logan Paul fight.
That's not true. It's funny. Really funny, but not true. Oh, Eubank, all mad that DeGale's on his back foot. Put up his hands like, come on, man. Why are you backing away? Fight me. Eubank, set up your shots.
He's like, can you please stand where this wild hook is going to stop?
Please do that, DeGale. You're
making me look silly.
I know people really didn't hear that, Rob.
My bad.
So just repeat it because that was funny.
What did I can't remember what I said?
You're making me look silly. Oh my God.
Round 7.
And this is pay-per-view in the UK, guys. I apologize to everyone over there.
Yeah, I mean, we had one hell of a card.
I'll put it this way.
Al Heyman puts on shit fights, right?
Spence Garcia more worthy of pay-per-view than this fight? Not talking about price point, just whether it's pay-per-view or not. Yeah, I can see why Spencer Garcia's pay-per-view. This fight, I don't see why.
Well, this has probably gone more rounds than that one will.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I mean, come on. Unless Mikey comes out to be like a all-time great and puts on a clinic and shocks the entire world. But, I mean, that's not happening, let's be honest. Oh, down again, or is that slip? No. Damn it.
Calm down.
I was kind of hoping. Call in 323-870-4051. Press 1 to get in the queue. For our international, call in on Skype. I want some UK callers to come shit on this fight, or I should say, appraise it, whatever you guys do in the UK. What was that, Rob?
Review it.
Break it down.
Were you hoping just then when you thought it was a knockdown that the referee was going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10?
Yes, I think I'm 100% serious. Yes, that's what I was hoping for. Especially when we've talked about this before, once a fight takes a certain tone, and it's not particularly the most entertaining tone, and it doesn't seem like it's going to change anytime soon, it's so easy to tune out. I'll be honest. Even at, I love the sport. I watch so many fights, but maybe that's why I can tune out so easily, is because I kind of know how this is going to play out. Every round is going to look like this.
Yeah.
And it's going to go to decision.
Yep.
Unless we get maybe DeGale Eubank stops DeGale very late, but
potentially, yeah.
Aobiz in the chat. Aobz. If we get Spence Garcia free on ITV, it's all forgiven.
Yeah, true.
Yep, I would probably agree with that.
We might do. We got Pacquiao Broner.
I would assume you guys get it for free. Just like UK pay-per-views are usually never also US pay-per-views,
Yeah.
Like the quote domestic pay-per-views, not the transcendental ones like Mayweather Hatton, or Mayweather McGregor.
Yeah.
Those are only one side of the pond, usually pay-per-view, when that's the case. Santiago, our unofficial Harold Letterman scorer, saying 69-64, Chris Eubank. I'm going to go to Santiago right now, actually, just to break up me and Rob talking about it. Santiago, how you doing? Your thoughts on the fight and how it's turning out.
So, as you guys already read, I have it 69-64, and really, I've noticed that as the rounds have been progressing, as has been shown in the frustration of Eubanks, DeGale's mostly moving, he's smothering his work a lot, and while he's not doing the best of job trying to set up his punches, he is at least trying to work even when they're clinched up on the inside. And in that last round, when he had that flurry, just working the body, working the head, I could give that as a slight edge for Eubank. I've really not been able to see a lot for me to give a lot of the rounds to DeGale.
I agree, Santiago. I agree.
He just, at the moment, he's just not really looking like he wants to engage in a fight. It's just like someone trying to not be in one. Yeah, it's so scrappy. I hate this.
So scrappy. We'll go back to you, Santiago, in a bit. 8th round, 2 minutes left in the round.
Prospect at my neighbor's house. He's pissed he bought this pay-per-view.
I understand Prospect. I apologize.
Fight party. This is where the whole place is getting steaming drunk just to try and forget this.
I'm curious. Everyone out there listening, leave a chat, leave a comment. What was a pay-per-view? Because I know it's not this one, so I'm not going to use this one as an example. But what was a pay-per-view that you went to your friends who are semi-casual, like, hey, we got to buy this pay-per-view. You got to watch this fight. I know you don't know these guys, but we got to pay for it. We're all shipping the money. We buy pizza, fish and chips, whatever you guys eat over there. But pizza and wings are like the quintessential sport party food in the U.S. What's the quintessential sport party food in the UK?
Yeah, probably order a pizza or Chinese or Indian food.
Chinese.
But very quick, a few people in the chat. Who's winning? Maybe they've arrived a little late. But
Eubank.
yeah, Chris Eubank.
But back to what I was saying. Everyone in the chat, please leave a comment or chat below. What was a pay-per-view that you were telling all your friends you have to see, and then it turned out to be utter shit? And then all your friends were hating on you. You had to sort of say, hey, no, trust me, like it's not always like this, blah, blah, blah. And you can't say Mayweather-Pacquiao. That can't be yours. But I'm definitely curious what people, like what fight they bring out. Because, again, like everyone would say Mayweather-Pacquiao. Like that's the go-to.
That might be the last one they did.
That might be. But I'm curious, like, what is that? Like, for me, I'll give a UFC a fight, even though this is a boxing show. It was George St. Pierre, megastar, fighting Dan Hardy from the UK. I was hyped on it, and it was the most boring one-sided fight I've ever seen. And I had at least 30 people at my house, and people were leaving before the fight ended. Very embarrassing. But digressing. Rob, what was the fight that you remember? That was a pay-per-view that you like invited people over, or you went to somebody's house, you made a big deal out of it, and it sucked.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I have to have a real good think about that one. But
you can think about it.
Shout out to Vicky, who's winning. Chris Eubank, 3 rounds to go, maybe. It's not been the greatest, but yeah, we paid for it. But enjoy your evening.
Hey, when the kid wants something, you do that, man.
Oh, actually, that's not a bad shout. I think.
Oh, Joshua Parker, yeah, that's a good one. That is a good one. That's a recent one too that people remember. I like that.
I think the Povetkin card was an awful card, but obviously the display, Joshua, the knockout and everything didn't leave you like disappointed for anything. But the rest of the card wasn't the greatest. But I don't know. Yeah, I have to really think about that.
A couple other ones, and people bring up recent ones. It's okay to go back in the past, guys, if you want, but I like the recent ones. Broner Pacquiao by Mario Yamasaki in the chat. That's a very recent one. I remember I was even sort of a little bit hyped for, but it was just so one-sided that I was like, oh, God. I remember hearing casuals, seeing casuals, and who were like, man, that fight sucked, man. I don't know why about that. So that's a good one. Josh in the chat saying for including UFC, Woodley Thompson 2. Was the fight I got the most stick for. Yeah, that was a rough one, man. So glad I did not buy that one, and I watched it later on YouTube.
What's a shit UFC?
Ooh, Santiago, another one. Mayweather Ortiz, Victor Ortiz, obviously.
Holds a special place.
Yeah, I mean, like everyone was hyped on that fight, and then it ended in such a controversial manner. Like, it's funny. You go on. Like certain YouTube channels that don't cover boxing but cover like pop culture stuff, you will find a video from like 5 years ago on those channels about Mayweather Ortiz and how controversial it is, and it has amazing views, 1 million plus, 2 million plus for these big channels. Like that was a moment that like everyone was upset about. I like that one, Santiago. I like that one. AOBZ saying I wouldn't be upset if DeGale quit.
What, literally now or after the loss?
No, I think quit right now.
That's fair enough.
That is absolutely fair enough. I'm not upset with that in the slightest. About a minute and a half left in the 9th round. I know we haven't been really talking about the fight, and I do apologize, but not really. Shout out to pay-per-views.
People know exactly the position we're in because they're watching it as well. It's just, I don't know, you sometimes just get those fights where you're not properly zoned in because...
Fight doesn't matter, really. Like, this fight has very little stakes to it.
Well, it's not even that. It's just, like, how it's progressed and, oh, God, it's just so horrible to watch. It's like lifting him off his feet with not punches, but, like, because he's ducked under it and oh man, look at it.
I'm just reading the chat right now. You guys are great. Chat's on point tonight. Shout out to you. And somebody asked, I think it was like Christopher, saying, are we doing a live high chat later tonight? No, we're not. I know there's a DeGale Yerdum for the vacant WBC either interim belt or actual belt because the whole Dave Benavidez situation, right? No, we're not doing a live high chat for that. No.
It's the full belt.
Is it the full belt?
Yep.
Yep. I think it's so stupid they did that. So what the guy does a little bit of, yayo, man. Just let him do it. Who cares?
Interestingly, I don't know, we didn't get around to mention it on the show yesterday, but obviously this is 168 pounds. But have you seen the whole WBO debacle at the moment regarding the
I was wondering if we wanted to save that for a show, but I mean,
We can bring it up right now.
yeah, we could. I mean, the people that listen right now are still going to listen to our show on Monday or tomorrow. Yeah, 168 is just a weird division right now. You have the Ramirez situation where he was going to move up to 175 and fight Kovalev, and then he vacated his belt, allegedly. And now he's come back and said, no, I'm not vacating the belt. I'm back here at 168. I just wanted a one-off fight at 175. And now the Billy Joe Saunders versus whoever that guy was that was supposed to be for the vacant belt. I don't know the guy's name. Don't care to know his name. That fight is now in question, and I mean, what a clusterfuck, right? Like, that is the best way to describe that situation. Just a complete clusterfuck.
What it was, the ranking suddenly revealed that the belt was vacant, and so they ordered Billy Joe and that dude for the vacant title. And then Ramirez come out and said, "No, wait, I didn't vacate. I had basically permission from the WBO to."
You think it's just like a clerical issue, like somebody just input it wrong in the website?
I don't know, but it was like he said he had permission to go up to 175, take a fight, but still keep the belt. So they've now reinstated him as champion. Billy Joe and this dude are not fighting for the interim title at the moment. For the title at the moment. I believe Ramirez is still fighting at 175 on the Lomachenko-Kroller undercard against an unnamed opponent so far. But yeah, it's all good fun, you know. Shout out to sanctioning bodies.
Yep, shout out to sanctioning bodies. I think it was Potential Lunatic was the first one that brought it up. A potential matchup for Eubank after this. You would like it because you always want Eubank to drop back down to 160. A Jamal Charlo, Chris Eubank fight. I really like that matchup.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
I don't see how that's a bad fight. You know what I mean? And plus, we get Eubank back at 160. I don't think Charlo's getting a big fight next, A, because he didn't look that great in his last fight, so he shouldn't probably. And B, I don't think like any of those big names are actually going to fight Charlo at this point. He just is high risk, low reward. So yeah, I would love a Eubank Charlo fight main event on Fox or Showtime. Like, give me that. I would take that in a heartbeat.
I would watch that fight week just to see interaction with Charlo and Eubank Senior.
Oh my God, it'd be so good. Just give me that. You're right, Rob. I don't need the fight. Just give me the
fight.
Just give me the press conference.
Let me just see those two people in close proximity to each other.
Prospects in round 10. Time flies when you're having fun.
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh, we're nearly finished. Beautiful.
Yeah. I wonder how people that tune in like right now think of the content, right? Like, imagine if you're a first-time listener and you just tune in to right now when we're just bullshitting. We don't care about how this fight really ends, and we're literally talking about anything else but the fight that is in front of our faces as we speak. Fight ending? Is the fight about to be over? Eubank going for, I mean,
they
everything.
both swung tremendous hooks, and Eubanks just clipped DeGale and his knees dipped. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. God, I really hope there's memes of Eubank with a windmill. I'm just saying. It's very apt. MC Treasure, another really fun matchup. Eubank versus Uzgatiki. I do like that fight. Really do. I think Uzgatiki might be a little bit, like he is high risk, low reward. Like at least with the Jamal Charlo fight, I would assume both guys are going to get paid quite well in that matchup. So that's why it's a high risk but still high reward fight for either guy there. But I'm not mad about it. Uzgatiki matchup. Definitely not mad at all.
No. Oh, did you see it? Oh. Ready? Trade.
Oh my God, that left hook from fucking Satan.
And then Eubank went into, let me set the finish up. Woof, whoosh, whoosh.
Fraser McPherson saying, do you guys think that YouTube boxing, i.e. like the KSI Logan Paul shit, is an embarrassment to the pro boxing scene? No, I don't. I think it has brought in a younger demographic in the sport. I think that's always a positive. And plus, like, I don't think anyone really thought that a KSI Logan Paul was high-level boxing. Like I don't think even the 12-year-olds that bought that pay-per-view and watched it, like really thought that. They just want to see people they like fight. That's all it is.
What about the 38-year-olds that bought a ticket?
Well, you bought a ticket for your kid, so that's very different.
I was there.
I know you were there with your kid. It's.
I know. I was just setting myself up for a bit of joking. That was all.
Yeah, but I didn't feel like making fun of you right there. I felt like being nice, Rob. You know, occasionally I am not a prick.
That thing that your hat is hiding is maturing you.
You asshole. It's funny. People think like I'm losing my hair, and I'm like, no, that's not it.
I don't know.
If that was happening, I would cry.
You lost one hair, sort of. Oh, what is that?
Sort of.
You see that shit?
No, I didn't.
Oh my god! Like body slam.
Taking 1 point, taking a point away from Chris Eubank.
That was bad.
I didn't see it. I was too concerned about you making fun of me.
Sorry. I apologize.
How dare you?
That was mad.
I want to see it now. Damn.
Can you rewind?
I could, but then I know when that happens, like then the finish is gonna happen, right?
I'll do it. Well, then you can put it back on. Like,
yeah, but then I go to live TV, then I go straight like past the finish. You know, like, come on, Rob, you should know this.
Just do it. You know, there's nothing's gonna happen.
I'm too lazy.
You'll see the replay. See the replay in a minute.
Yeah, exactly. In a minute and a half. I'll wait. Oh, good left hand on the inside there by Chris Eubank. Like occasionally he'll throw a compact hook, and I'm like, "Oh, isn't that nice?" And then technique, fundamentals.
Oh my god, he's trying it out. I don't know why this is. Obes in the chat. That takedown was epic. You'll like it, Matt. You would have expected a full-on ground and pound, and the referee dive in to stop the fight.
Been nice.
Look at me with my MMA.
You were trying
terminology.
Like ground and pound. Good for you. You knew one term.
I know roundhouse kick.
D. Obenali. I probably pronounced it wrong. I apologize. And I thought your live stream was banned. It was. And then it came back because we were in the right and they were in the wrong, and it's actually sometimes you get lucky.
A little bit of background. Matt was playing music, right?
No, we're not. No, it's you can. There's a statement on our community tab. You can go look at the statement there. It's a little bit out of date now, but you can go check out the statement.
No, it's just funny that you were just sat there playing music, listening, waiting to go live, not even live yet.
All of a sudden,
and then it's like, I just got a copyright strike for playing music, but we're not even live. And I'm like, damn. And they're like, how the fuck do they know that? That's. Although it's pissing you off that you've been.
Well, you know how they can know that. You know how.
No, I know, but okay. I was just like, if they got access to your webcam as well, are they watching you?
What they are. They are.
Keep watching, Matt. Keep watching.
I probably missed the takedown. Good uppercut though.
Shit, we did. I think I distracted you with our story.
Damn, it's okay. I don't really care.
You should have.
Oh, damn! This is an IBO sanctioned event. Damn.
Yeah, I think this is for the IBO bout.
Is it really for the IBO belt?
Yeah.
Oh, saw the push. That was nice. I mean, he didn't wrap up the hands around the waist. You know, he didn't really drive into the takedown. Sort of just a bump. You know, like the technique was not there. Again, Eubank Eubank not having technique, not a shock.
I was just going to say, what are you saying? Eubank hasn't got technique?
How dare you?
After the wonderful boxing display he's put on. Then you pick holes in his MMA game. Unbelievable.
Nathan in the chat saying, yo, this chat's brutal, man. Never in my life will I ever sit with my son and say, oh, let's watch some great James DeGale fights. It wouldn't ever happen in my household. Oh, that's good. Funny part is Al Bernstein, I feel like, has checked out of the fight as well and just been scoring 10-9 rounds for Eubank ever since the knockdown.
He's turned and like a drink. You know, get a drink over here.
He's getting the Steve Bunce brandy special.
Come on, DeGale. Massive punch.
Obanali saying DeGale has been shot since Porky Medina. Probably right about that. But then tell yourself is if Eubank not Eubank, sorry, if DeGale is shot, how bad is Eubank really? Honestly.
Yeah, he's bad. But I mean, his body shots using his shoulder, they're pretty good.
Like we need to talk about him as like a B-side to people, not as.
He's had very creative matchmaking, that's made him look good, I believe. Oh,
yes, I agree with you. Good little flurry there from both guys.
Oh, what the fuck is going on? This is the most hilarious fight in a really not that funny way.
No. What's his name? Why are we forgetting that? We see. It's the problem with the legends, man. Remember the guy that fought? Was it Ryan Garcia? In the DAZN card. What was his name, man?
Shit, I'm gonna Google that.
It was like Rogelio or something.
Something like that. Oh yeah, you were so close, but
that will always be the funniest fight of all time, by far.
Ryan Garcia, who is you see his scheduled fight? I forgot who he's fighting.
It's like James Lopez.
Yeah, something like that.
Hey, you see that he came out and like admitted that he has a baby mom and he's gonna have a kid and everything. Well, good for him.
Yeah,
you don't need to be hiding that shit. Good for him.
Braulio.
Wait, what was that?
Braulio.
Braulio
Rodriguez.
Braulio Rodriguez, the fucking OG legend himself. Braulio. If you don't know who Braulio Rodriguez is, you're not a fan of boxing.
Go to YouTube. It's probably on DAZN's YouTube channel or someone else's, but
he's somewhere.
Ryan Garcia versus Braulio Rodriguez. Amazing.
Oh, Nathan Bell reminding us. Remember that time Prince Nassim said Eubank should retire?
Yeah, he was right.
Oh, fight is over.
Why has DeGale got his hand in the air? Oh my god! He's
man,
so drunk.
I guarantee you this is a split decision.
Yeah, you won it on sheer. I don't know what. DeGale, put your hand down, please. Stop it.
Crazy. Call in 323-870-4051. Press 1 to get in the queue if you're international. Call in via Skype. Add Mixed Combat Radio on
Call in.
Skype.
That's what you'd rather have spent your money on if you're from the UK.
Yeah, definitely. Call in from the UK. Tell us what you'd rather have spent your £25 on.
20. Thank God.
20? Oh, yeah. Thank God. Yeah. What you'd rather have spent your £20 on other than this pay-per-view. Maybe you still would have paid for it. I don't know.
Whoa.
I'm not going to kink shame. You know, everyone has their thing.
Tony Yayo, Eubanks is Sean Porter.
No, that's severely disrespectful to Sean Porter. Severely disrespectful to Sean Porter. Better come and correct there, Tony. Come on. He is more like a. No, I was about to say like a Chavez Jr., but Chavez Jr. is far better than fucking Eubank.
Mike Coppinger.
What about Mikey?
Eubank's ring IQ is appalling, which is especially surprising considering who his dad is.
I mean, how many sons of legends actually turn out to be good? Honestly, that's a hard thing to do.
Donald Weatherall. Me.
Me.
You just never heard of the legend. That's all.
That's a good one.
I got to hear this decision.
I'm listening to it right now. I'm just waiting for the scorecards to be read.
All right, you do it.
Yeah, you entertain the people.
In the meantime, you want me to entertain the people?
Yeah, maybe spit your fire 8. You know, since Gerald Miller came out with a hot 16 bars against AJ.
Nah,
I mean, you gotta get the rap beef going here, man. Like you're gonna let Big Baby trash him in bars like that? Hold on.
I'm waiting for the response diss track.
Unanimous decision.
with Jimmy
Oh.
Lennon Jr.
114, 112,
Oh my God.
115, 112,
Oh my God.
117 to something. I didn't hear it. 109.
Look at DeGale. He doesn't know what's happening at her.
Chris Eubank winner is the winner and the current we don't give a fuck sanctioning belt champion. Congrats on picking up a belt that no one cares about again.
Senior's so happy. He was petrified, he said, going into this fight. Petrified. And Senior's so happy.
Oh, man, looking at him, he was like, oh my God. Well, ladies and gentlemen, call in. Skype line is open. If we have no callers, we will head out of here because I'll be honest, I'm not going to sit here for an hour and break down this card. I'm not going to sit here and break down the Joe Joyce fight because, we'll wait till tomorrow for our review show. And also, I don't care to really break that down. And also, I didn't see the Lee Selby Omar Douglas fight because it was not on Showtime. Shame on Showtime. They should have shown that fight. But digressing, let's go out to Santiago to get his sort of wrap-up thoughts, Harold Letterman style of the fight. And international callers, call in. All that fun stuff. 323-870-4051 or add Mixed Combat Radio on Skype. Santiago in LA, your thoughts about the decision, the fight itself, all the fun stuff.
Obviously a lot closer than I or Al Bernstein had it at this point. DeGale, I guess, is pretty much at the end of his career. You know, he already said that if he doesn't beat Eubanks, he's able to hang it up. Let's see if he keeps his word. And as for Eubanks, big win for him against a pretty name opponent, but obviously it seems like he's already at his ceiling. You know, I don't know how much more he can improve on at this point because a lot of this stuff, you know, is gonna be hard to learn late in the game. And against anybody at the top of 160 or 168, I can see him putting on a good effort, but definitely not beating anyone that's up there in the top 10.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't know where. I think, like you say, DeGale said this is a retirement fight. Whoever loses should retire, and it's him. So hopefully, for his own sake, he doesn't get any itch or any shit to come back, because it's clear he's not the force he once was. He's not the fighter he once was, and yeah, it's just, I guess he vacated that bout. You know, didn't want none of his category. I think they might have possibly, had he won this, looked at maybe Caleb Plant in some way, but nah, he needs to hang the gloves up now. So horrible fight to watch. Proud of you, Santi, for even scoring it, like watching it enough to score it.
Santiago, thanks for the call. Looks like you just don't want to talk that much. It's okay. We move out of here because I'm starving. I'm hungry. I need to eat, and I don't need to talk about shit-ass Taverne, who's 275 pounds, looking like utter shit, and Joe Joyce landing pitter-pat shots for 7 rounds or 6 rounds until he finished him. No, actually went later than that. Wasn't it like 8 rounds? No, 7th round, right?
Yeah, it should have been in like the second, but whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I don't need to talk about that shit. I really wanted to see that Lee Selby fight. I'm actually kind of upset about that.
Very quick, I do want to just quickly do a shout out to the guy on Twitter that Showtime put out a tweet when Stavern was stopped. It was Showtime. Do you agree with the tweet? A Twitter poll, yes or no? Do you agree with the stoppage? Someone in the responses on Twitter said, I didn't agree with the startage.
Oh,
shout out, that is class.
I totally forgot about Mitty. I completely apologize. Mitty in the UK. I assume you want to talk about your man James DeGale shitting the bed. Your man Bermain Stavern shitting the bed. What up, Mitty? How you doing? Mitty? Did Mitty fall asleep? Looks like Mitty fell asleep.
He texted me in the first round when DeGale got cut. He texted and said DeGale's cut. I'd already seen he was cut, but then I looked at my phone and I haven't no word from Mitty since.
Mitty's 100% asleep.
Rough training camp ahead of his big fight.
Yeah, that's true. He has a fight, in a couple weeks now? Like, it's
March 9th, I think. March 9th.
Yeah, that's about 2 or 3 weeks from now. Like, he's coming up. So shout out to Coach Mitty. We'll try to send up some info and all that stuff on our YouTube page when his fight does get closer. So any of our good UK lore listeners that want to go support Coach Mitty in his boxing venture and career can go do that. But digressing, final thoughts. Chris Eubank, cool. You got to win against James DeGale. That's now going to set him up for a big fight, which he is going to lose. Fantastic. James DeGale, please retire. Don't need to see you get beat up like this and lose to subpar competition in this manner. And also Chris Eubank Jr., I mean, again, getting the win, breathe some life back into his career when a lot of people were counting him out post George Groves. So whether he gets a Callum Smith fight next, whether he gets a David Benavidez fight next, or a Darrell Yerdam winner, maybe he goes back down to 160. I don't know, but he's probably going to get a big fight next. And again, probably going to lose that one unless he fixes his clear technical flaws. But I am Matt, the Hipster Hunter. You can find me at Matt Hunter, MCR, all platforms. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe, all that stuff. Head over to patreon.com/Mixed Combat Radio to get extra shows per week, and plus support the channel and help it grow and get more equipment, content, etc. If it's on podcast form, drop that 5-star review on iTunes, and have a great night. Rob, let the people know where you are, where to find you, and final thoughts.
UK Rob, MCR, Instagram and Twitter. You will find me atting ITV box office for a refund. No, I mean, look, this was in some ways when it got made, almost like a good fight for the wrong reasons. DeGale potentially shot. We've seen him fade over the last few fights. And Eubank, in against the best, has come up short, looks wild, can't set up punches, technique is flawed. But it was going to be a fun matchup when it was made, but it proved maybe my initial gut feeling that, oh man, pay-per-view for this? I don't know. But obviously, Eubank got the win. He goes on to other things. DeGale, he doesn't need to fight anymore. You know, I think that should be it for DeGale now. But yeah, hit that thumbs up. Sorry we didn't have such a fun fight for you to do, but I mean, it was fun sort of talking other things.
And again, we do have more content that was released on the channel. We have the UK Hour, which was released today from Patreon. It is a 3-day exclusive Patreon show, and then goes over to you guys on YouTube and podcast forum. But even though that is technically the title is Eubank DeGale Breakdown, most of the show is actually not talking about the fight, I would say. I think we spent little time on that. We spent a lot of time talking about, I think, the macro business of boxing in the UK. I think it was a real fascinating discussion between me, you, and Fugatti. Honestly, I thought we had a really good time talking about the ins and outs of what the long-term strategy is for UK boxing as a business model. I thought that was really fun.
It was a lot of like, who's the next potential Joshua? Who's the next big star? Who next sells out like the Wembley stadiums or something? So go over and check out our views on that. I'm probably right, but
we really didn't disagree, though. I would say.
No. I was only joking.
It's more just a discussion, not really a debate, but it was a good discussion to have, you know. And again, whenever I feel like people get turned off by business talk, but don't worry, it was a fun business talk, and also it had all three of us. Whenever there's all three of us together, it's a fun podcast.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't splits and who deserves more money.
No, nothing like that.
It was other kind of business side of it or whatever. So yeah, go check it out. And obviously, if you want to catch up first, you need to sign up to Patreon. Shout out to, is it Darren? I think it was Darren, right?
We've had a lot of new patrons recently.
Yeah,
I wish I had the list up, but all of you new patrons, thank you. We love the support. And again, 1 month is all we're asking for. For $1 that month, you get at least 4 extra shows per week. On top of that, all the proceeds does go towards Rob and Fugatti getting a camera equipment, getting sort of offsetting travel costs to get to AJ Miller in MSG at New York City. But anyways, like I said, what was it, Rob?
Does it cover pay-per-views?
No, it doesn't. Unfortunately, I do apologize. It's a tax write-off. I don't know how that works in the UK, but it's a tax write-off.
I'll send you the receipt.
Yeah, you can invoice me. Go for it. See what happens. But have a great day, great night. Like I say, you can find me, Matt Hunter, MCR. You can find Rob, UK Rob, MCR, MCR Radio Show, MCR Podcast, all platforms. You know where to find us. It's all below on the screen or in the description below. Have a fantastic night. Peace.
Later.